Target 8 has been tracking sexual violence involving college students. Last night, Target 8 investigator Marley Ginter uncovered how many cases there have been in West Michigan universities and how schools are handling them. We heard from an attorney who says universities aren't equipped to deal with such serious cases. One of her clients got kicked out of college for a rape she says he never committed.
The process is a joke. They're going to take matters into their own hands. They're going to toss the law out the window and due process out the window.
So joining us now is Sarah Chittenden, a former GVSU student who sparked a federal investigation at the school for how it handled her alleged rape case. So let me start. Thank you, Sarah, for joining us, and thank you for talking out about this topic. Let me ask you the same question. Are universities equipped to handle this?
No. Universities, there's no sort of across-the-board regulations on the process and what should happen, and there's no third party or any sort of check to make sure that what is happening is, right for everybody involved.
Do you feel like through your experience and through what's happened to you, there's been any improvement since the conversation has now started?
I think there has been a little bit of improvement, but I do think that it's still, the universities are saying, oh, it's our idea, instead of saying, oh, we're listening to people who've been through this. It still feels a little too slow, and it's kind of superficial improvement, like, oh, we're adding one more coordinator instead of, oh, we're adding 10 more because this is a serious issue.
What would you like to see done? 10 more?
I think, because, Grand Valley likes to kind of pride itself on only like maybe 5 cases reported a year, but statistically it's anywhere from 1 in 4 to 1 in 10 women who've been assaulted during college, and that means there's at least hundreds of students who've experienced this, and you need to have those resources available to handle 100 potential cases and not just sort of maybe 5.
What happened when you first reported your case?
It took a while. I kept having to meet with people, and it would go weeks without me hearing from anybody. Just always like, oh, we're having problems scheduling, or oh, we're having problems contacting someone. I ended up taking almost a full college year instead of the recommended 180 days.
And in the meantime, what was your life like? How did you continue on? How did that affect you?
Yeah, it was really difficult because you see this person around campus, they know that they're being investigated, so you definitely feel scared of someone coming up to you or something happening. It's really hard to focus in class when you know they're in the same building. I actually ended up failing a class because I just couldn't. I would come and have to leave because I was too nervous to actually sit there and focus. It was extremely difficult.
I can imagine. So what do you fear will happen if things don't change, if things do not change with the universities?
If things don't change, it's not a problem that's going to go away by being ignored. It's just going to get worse. And there's this whole culture of silence around sexual assault where people will think they're alone, people don't know that they have these rights and that they deserve, a chance for justice. And if nothing changes, colleges are just going to get worse. They're going to have a culture that supports perpetrators instead of victims, and that's not a healthy way to have people live their lives, or these are people going to get their education. It's not a healthy way to learn.
What's your advice for somebody in a West Michigan university or college that goes through something like you did?
Reach out. I have a page called Don't Defy the 9 on Facebook. You can contact me personally, and I'd be happy to, sit with you and make sure that you're getting your due process. And I think take advantage of any resources you can. Don't be afraid to ask for more. Don't be afraid to demand that you deserve respect, and, try to get justice.
All right. Sarah, thank you so much for talking with us this morning. It's a very important topic, and thank you for being so brave.
Yeah.
All right. Brett?